several weeks ago now, we took the bus in for its MOT.
As well as the MOT, we had the full brakes redone, didn't we? Like the calipers, disc pads.
We asked you folk to guess, to win a sticker, of how much that would cost. And I can tell you, it cost £2,439, inclusive of VAT.
So the winner is now here. If it was you, please message us on Instagram and we'll send it to you.
Or email us via our website.
Yeah.
Links are all in our bio. But anyway, this brings us round to our latest trip.
So it's currently Sunday and we're supposed to be meeting Dave and Emily from Mavis Gets About tomorrow. But we found a little problem, haven't we?
Yeah, so I always go around and like check the tyre pressures, check the oil, check our washer fluid and everything. And this time I've noticed that actually one of our brake reservoirs is just completely empty.
So we're like, guess there's a leak somewhere, but we didn't really want to test it ourselves. So we rang the RAC because the garage is Sunday and tomorrow's Bank Holiday Monday. So we're currently waiting for the RAC to come see if they can help.
But yeah, who knew? Spend £2,500, all best bits there and about.
Still problems.
There's still a problem. The RAC mechanic has just rang Kelly in a little abandoned ship. I think because I was suggesting that one of them should go underneath and check the rear brakes whilst they pump them, see if there's a leak. But yeah, mechanic should be here in 25 minutes. But it doesn't sound ideal. We'll top it up, see if we've got a leak. I mean, I can't see how we haven't got a leak because that would indicate the garage didn't top it up at all. He said if it is a leak, we're going to need to be recovered, and that's less than ideal because we're loaded into the gunnels with all our clothes, food for a week, beds all made, everything. We're ready to go, ready for adventure. Okay, not so many smiles anymore. So the RAC mechanic's Bean was here for a little while, to be fair. Has done everything he can for us. So we topped up with dot 4, and then he went around the back, pumped the pedal, and it's all basically pouring out of the rear passenger side caliper, which is unusual. Been underneath and had a look, and basically, I mean, I'm no expert with brakes. This is why I took it to the garage to make sure it was safe. You've got a mixture of solid pipe running from front to back, which if you've been a long-term follower of our channel, we had done a couple of years ago at the garage. That was all rerun because it was rotten. And then from there you've got a flexi hose that comes around and then into another solid pipe which goes in to the caliper. He tells me the way that works, and again, pardon my layman's terms, is they like flute or flare the pipe. Then you'll have a nut that goes on and pulls that up tight to the caliper. And that nut's got to be obviously the right length. Whatever they've used on these, they're not the right length. Glad that I checked and then we're not away. I'm really cross about it, to be honest. Like, you spend all of that money because you want your van to be safe for your family, and it's not. The famous one's back now.
I escaped before to my mum and dad's.
Did.
Had enough of the drama.
So last night I did climb under the van and you can see what the RSC bloke was on about. So you've got a link pipe that goes from the top of the caliper to the bottom of the caliper. If you've not watched a previous video, that's a refurbished caliper. And you can see here that I can wiggle it back and forward on the top bit, and the bottom bit's as loose as the top bit could be. And asking around like a few vari owners, friends, mechanics, we think what's happened here is they've got the refurbished caliper, probably used the old pipe and the old fittings, and they're not long enough to pull the pipe into the caliper, which is why we've got a leak. I don't know how they would have sealed it in the first place though, because it's gone through a brake test and it wasn't leaking fluid all over the driveway before, so it was sealed. I just can't figure out how, because you can jiggle it back and forward. So contacted the garage, suggested that I take it in tomorrow, Tuesday. Obviously I can't get it there, I can't drive it there. I could have got it recovered there, but I'm loath to do that.
So in the end, they said that they're going to send someone tomorrow to look at it. So we're just keeping fingers crossed it is going to be fixed tomorrow and we can get to van life. And you know, you think you're doing the right thing, taking things to a garage, and they don't always do things they should be doing.
But anyway, we'll speak to you tomorrow. You look very beautiful today, though.
Am I? Thanks, love. Yeah. Tired.
Yeah, tired. We'll have an early night and we'll get back to you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, so it's actually Wednesday today.
Yeah.
And we're at a different location, and that's because actually we've had a bit of luck, I suppose,
Yeah.
with it.
So Tuesday we managed to get them to come out to our house, and they did fix it, didn't they?
Did. Turned up, made a bit of an excuse, which was just silly, like saying, before they've even looked at it, oh, you know, it's fatigued and it's fractured. And I'm like,
We're like, it hasn't.
just
not in a
have a
month.
look at it
Just fix it.
and fix it. So got underneath and fixed it, and then hadn't bought enough brake fluid to completely fill it up. So tentatively drove it to the garage and put it through a brake test. And it passed, and lo and behold, I've got the old brake test in the van, and it's markedly better
Yeah.
now than before.
So, in our opinion, it wasn't
It was never
fitted,
right.
corrected.
It was never right.
And according to ROC, it wasn't either. So, when Rich went to leave, he said that he was going to charge us. We said no, so we don't know if they're going to send us an invoice or not.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If he does, I'm going to probably pay it under protest. Some people said don't pay it, but I'll probably pay it under protest and then go down the route of where I need to go down to challenge that. But we've given them the chance to fix it. They have fixed it. We didn't have an accident. We could have had an accident, but we didn't. So we're going to try and go down the right route now. I think some
Yeah.
people might say name and shame them. We're not going to do that. But any advice on where we should go or what we should do about it, because it seems to be a grey area,
Yeah, it
to be
is a
honest.
grey area.
It seems to be like, well, if something's wrong and you give them a chance to fix it,
Then that's okay.
then that's okay.
But is it?
Don't know, but we're going to look into that more and we'll feed back on that. But anyway, turn the corner now. We are away for the weekend at Van Life Festival.
Yay! So if you're coming, please do come by and say hi. We'd love to speak to you.
We'll be here all weekend.
Yeah.
So come and have, say hello. We'll love that. We'll give you a sticker and we'll see you on the next video.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.